We got Black Sav. We got Sage, aka Aqua Sage. We got Fray, and then we got Yoda.
Bless Yoda X, bitch.
It's crazy having all y'all here together at one time. We got all this energy. Aqua Sage. There's a lot of people that have been having questions. It's a lot of people. A lot of rumors have been going around.
Oh man.
You feel me? It's a lot of things that a lot in the talks.
There's no canceling allegations.
We got Sage. What's the Geek Stars? What does it mean to be a Geek Star? Who are the Geek Stars?
The whole world is geek. You know, you go out into the streets and you sitting here chasing a certain type of lifestyle. If you doing whatever you got to do to succeed, and you still want to enjoy the party life, like you still want to have your fun, whether you're skydiving, going to lit raves, or freaking reading a book in a fucking library, bro.
Yo, word.
But in the streets and musically, a lot of people they associate the Geek Stars and their geek lifestyle with drugs and drug paraphernalia, drug use,
now,
Xanax.
It's like you gotta understand that there's a difference between the people in the crowd and the people on stage. And I've been telling all my homies this, like,
as an artist, right? How do y'all deal with like the highs and the lows of constantly having to create? You feel?
I like that's a good question.
You gotta go with it.
Cause I be thinking like, nigga, I just dropped the album. Niggas be like,
I know some people get burnt out. You feel me? Like
niggas be like, yo, how the music going? Nigga, I just dropped. What you mean? I just dropped. Shit is crazy. It's like you gotta just keep going, dropping.
Like I said,
and you gotta do bigger.
You gotta know how to
bigger
move
than yourself.
Ask you this question, Fray. How do you deal with the highs and the lows of like constantly having the pressure of like, you feel me, having to create?
It's kind of a lot sometimes with like having to, I like still have a job where I have to make money to pay my rent and shit because I don't make enough off my music.
Okay.
And music is everything that I want to do. I want to make enough off of it. But like I still devote every waking second of my life to music because this is what I want to do and I put everything into this shit.
So staying driven is important.
So I'm 100%, yeah, exactly. I just stay driven. I will, no matter what, if I'm sad, if I'm mad, if I'm any type of emotion, I'm just going to remind myself, like, I'm driven. I need to do the shit I got to do. I got to make the music. I got to make the moves I got to make. And I know what I want.
Swag.
In a way, yeah. I know what I want, and I'm gonna,
lifestyle.
and I know how to accomplish it, and I'm gonna stay on that path, and I'm gonna keep myself on that path.
Dying lit.
I'm not a very
like
disciplined guy, but like I try my best. I want to keep myself on that path to get what I want from music.
Obviously, perspective for the ones that's out there that don't understand this lifestyle. All right. I grew up in the hood, terrible neighborhood. I got transferred to 3 high schools in the hood because they were so bad. My mom loved me so much, tried to protect me from all the violence. And I was a good boy because my mom raised a good boy. She wanted me to do great in life. Of course.
Good upbringing.
Good upbringing, lovely mom.
In the hood.
My dad left. Fuck him. Okay, that's how he deals with it. He did what he could. Anyway, did what I had to do. Loved what I loved manga. I loved the anime growing up, you know, and I was in the hood, so there was Bloods, all kinds of gang members, and like
we not Vlad TV, we not no jumper.
You coming in there like a good kid, everyone's conditioned to abuse the black kid trying to achieve something great in life by education and focus. So that's already something that's been controlled programmably, like through the system. It's something orchestrated. These black folks didn't understand because of the conditioning set before them through the capitalism that they were just used as thugs that didn't know any better. And that's bullshit. I was raised differently, went in that area, got, tested because they're like, who is this guy? What, you think he better than us? He's just chilling, doing his thing, chilling. Got jumped once, never again. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it was because I held my own. They gave me dap every time they see me on the block. And I'm young. I'm like 16 for gangs that were there, and that's a blessing at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that was protection. That's my deities, ancestors being like, yeah, nah, I got your back because you are meant for more. You're meant to help us come out of this conditioning. That's what it's about. And I had to be honest with myself. I wasn't that. I didn't want that for my people. That's not it. We're not going to figure out magic like that. That's not our culture. That's not it.
Nah, Yoda is the type of guy who's in prison and he's behind bars and he takes the bars and he just goes like, what?
Oh, I definitely was arrested before though. But we're not getting into that.
No, not on the real note.
I thought I got locked up.
I know.
I'm like, I didn't tell him that story.
No, you did. But no, I'm talking about Yoda's the type of guy who's in prison and he's behind bars and he takes the bars and he goes and he breaks right out.
So what's some of the craziest? What's the craziest thing y'all have seen being on the road, being a part of this lifestyle, this music life? Like, something from being around. I know y'all been around. I know y'all been around.
But that's only because I got I got a little bit more years on you. Though.
Exactly.
But
so
this
you
is
go.
young. Like,
You're gonna be the craziest.
So you got the most experience, Yoda.
Look,
So what you seen?
I got the least experience, so I think I should go first.
Okay, all right.
So what's
I feel like
crazy to
talk too
me
long.
might not be crazy to these guys, but it's my first year in this shit, and niggas believe in this saying.
Oh.
But it's like you can't be scared, bro. Like if you scared and like
That's
you think
deep.
shit like bad or whatever, like you know,
that's real
That's
shit. You
real.
said.
everything's scary. But the thing is, you can't go into life scared. You know?
Don't follow the. Don't
My
follow
beliefs might not be their
Yes.
beliefs, but I'm not gonna judge them off that. I don't, you know.
Do you feel there's a big demonic presence in the music, like industry as a whole?
Can I answer that before
Oh yeah,
you?
please answer that. 'Cause
All right,
I want to answer it too.
Satan's not real and demons aren't real. Fuck everything you believe in. Yoda, go ahead.
Well,
Okay.
demons are very real. Demons are very real. Unfortunately, you know, because I actually,
Yeah, I'll beat the shit out of all of them. Alright, I'm sorry.
well, I hope he knows magic because he can't do that physically.
I do know magic.
Good, so he knows what he's talking about.
It's my first year.
So we got
demons
Fray.
are fucking real. They're real.
Demons are real.
Don't act like they're not.
Fuck with me, bro.
Demon possession is real.
No,
when I was
I
9 years
love you, bro.
old, I seen someone
always
get
protect you.
possessed and climb up the walls in front of my face.
Ah,
There's no way he was hurt because I was there, and they started doing some praying over him and everything, right? Out of nowhere, he got triggered. There's no way he can have enough strength or balance on his fingertips to climb up a regular cement wall. So I seen somebody climb up the wall.
Like a spider type shit, like
I was in church, right? Like young as fuck.
They was a spider.
And this
Wait, what?
motherfucker, they prayed on him. They did some weird shit, right? They threw a rag or something, and they did something. And then he said, "Ah!" And this motherfucker said, he said, "Ah!" And he climbed up the walls, and they pulled him down, and they threw another sheet on this motherfucker, and they wrestled him. And they took him in the back, and they said, "Kids, get out of here!" They threw a rag on us, and they pulled us in the back. So this was crazy. I didn't understand what the fuck knew anything.
okay.
You guys know that like demons do exist and whatnot.
Exactly.
Like, why do you choose them? Like, if there's
Let's be real. We have the frequency. We're
if they're
vessels.
like bad like energies, and like there's also good
Fair.
energies, but like the good energies is like putting your faith in love.
That's
and,
a really good
Why
question.
choose-
Whatever history that they've been a part of, they're not human. They never was. They want to be a part of the vessel and the experience that you're feeling today.
Okay.
They're only about destruction and evil. That's different. That's an
Wait a
outward
minute.
entity.
Yo, would that
I'm
be
talking
like-
about your own demon.
Jinns?
The things that you create through your own experience, through your soul. That's a real energy. That's something that came from us. We can murder somebody and not be possessed. Think about that. That's your own demons. But there are outward deities that influence the physical in this present world. Like now, there are people who do get possessed, but you know why? It's because they were already closer to that low vibration. They had a portal open for that frequency to connect with, to get inside of them, to possess them. Because we are vessels. This is weak, flat shit. We're literally souls. This is just the case. That's why that's so powerful. But if you don't know yourself, you're easily a victim of possession.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
Wait,
gotta
what
be
was-
real.
Here,
So
here,
know
kids, don't be
yourself.
possessed.
You are easily able to get
it was
possessed
like,
if you don't know
if
who
there's,
you are.
like,
If
the
you don't,
metaphor
if you don't come in
is
balance
like,
with your demons and align yourself, you're a victim to possession because you don't know yourself. You're not balanced with your dark parts or your lighter parts. You don't know nothing about who you really are. You're an open vessel to anything that you will be manipulated. You can easily be controlled, and you connect with pain and depression. You're a portal for the next demonic possession. That happens so normally. People don't even pay attention.
Nah, Sav, what's your experience being around the underground? People say that it's a demonic game, it's a demonic industry. What's your thoughts? What's your experience with that? Like being around the game. So God sees you through the light.
It's like
There
this.
you go.
It's duality.
Nah, walk with God. That's what you should do. Because God.
But
is
everybody
also-
has a duality.
Everything has balance.
walk
We
with
all,
God.
we all human. We all born with.
But you need a balance. You need God and you need the devil. You know. But that's just metaphors. You know. This
But
metaphors.
I don't think the devil is. I think the devil is us. We have
Yes.
devil is us, and we have gods in
I
us.
think we're getting too like
Exactly.
far off
So
topic.
Let's stay on track. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. So look,
Wait, one more thing before you ask your next question. The best food I ever had, Yoda put me on to.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie.
Don't give them clout.
No, you put me on to the best food I ever had. Like everything, like every meal I had, you put me on to. You put, like, I fuck with it. Anyway. keep
Don't.
going.
Yeah.
I'm
Don't.
sorry.
Give
So
them
look.
clout. 'Cause
Sorry
they
to-
bring-
what do y'all want like y'all legacy to be? Like what's the legacy? What's all this for?
Okay, let Savvy go first.
What about you, Sav?
Let's go down
Go in order.
What's the legacy? What's the legacy?
I just want to be able to help out my family with a gift that I believe I have.
Wow.
And just put everybody in a position where we could all succeed type shit. And
That's real.
I love the music, so I just want to be able to like express what I think is awesome
Real.
in my life and get paid for it, you know.
That's real. What about you, Sage? What you thinking?
That's beautiful.
My
Thank
legacy
you, bro.
is
Damn, that's serious.
It's hard to say at such an early point, but
nah, just to like you can do all things like through Christ who strengthens you.
Scripture. That's powerful.
Fray, what's the legacy?
My legacy is don't believe anything that they tell you. Believe in what you feel.
What you had to say, bro?
Don't believe anything that anyone tells you. Believe what you feel in your heart, in your gut, in your soul. Do what's best for you, and whatever's best for you is the path that you're meant to be on. Don't listen to anybody else. Don't take influence from anybody else. Listen to yourself, in your soul, in your inner being. That's it.
That's
I didn't know he
real.
was gonna get to that. He was strong.
No, cause you just want to talk
And
shit.
he's slurring his words.
No, cause you just want to talk shit.
You said finding yourself and giving that impact to another person to discover their self. It's about unlocking the things that are locked behind societal norms.
Yo,
Keystar shit.
it's crazy. Like
That's change.
all our answers, like
That's psychological,
Exist
metaphysical
within
change,
each
and that's been orchestrated. That's not just for no reason. It's an easy system based off fascism.
So do you guys feel like you work best when you feed off each other's energy or when you like stay in your own lane?
100% feed off each other.
what?
Yeah, no, 100%.
Damn, y'all got that.
All
best
right,
songs-
not 100%. That's a little dramatic. We just lovey-dovey too much. That's 50%.
What about you?
I knew it, motherfuckers. It's hard being an innovator. Listen, I can't be mad at it. Somebody gotta pave the way.
Cut.
Shit.
I'm joking. I feel like it's a balance though. you
It's
know?
a balance. Yeah, there's no such thing as
Like, I like-
100%.
I work
I
best
why he
alone,
didn't know
but
he
you
was
can't
talking
get nowhere
about.
alone. You
Oh,
need
that's
people.
what
Like,
she-
Like,
Okay,
I like
word.
too much
hold
time
on.
alone, you're gonna want to connect with people, and I like that I connect with people like this. We're all like-minded.
I feel like
Facts,
It's about time, bro.
facts,
It took
facts.
time.
That's
It
deep.
didn't happen overnight.
We want to talk a little bit about Fray and Yoda right here. So y'all been on tour. Y'all been moving around doing shows. How do you feel like that lifestyle has like impacted you?
I feel like we have a very specific, like, unique type of energy, and I feel like the best way to bring that to light and put it in front of as many people's eyes as possible is just
like
by
Right.
doing shows and shit.
I can
And
sleep
we like, yo, pull up before the show so we can make a song together and perform it together.
Oh, yeah.
The night before the show,
I definitely saw
we
that energy
recorded a
today,
song
for sure.
in my car called "Enemy of the State."
What about you,
One of our
Yoda?
best
One of
songs.
the best.
It's
fucking
insane.
I'm looking to hear some music from both of y'all for sure.
I didn't even know that was y'all first song.
That was our first
that's
song.
our first
Yes, we are.
Nah, for
Yeah,
sure.
That's
so
funny.
we made that, and then we performed it the next day, and it was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And there's a video of that on my YouTube of us performing for the first time in Yoda Enemy of the State 21st. That's how we met. That's how we felt the energy.
That was
That's
our
how
first
the
show
worlds
together. It was
collided.
crazy.
Yo.
It was
Our first
crazy,
show together.
bro.
And
Every
we-
like.
I see you got the mask. I see you got the devil on the shirt.
Yes, sir.
Is that something you representing right now? Like
Yeah,
Satanism, and like is that a part of your image? Like what's going on with that?
Absolutely, bro. It's a symbolism of the beast, and this is just represents like your root chakra, right? And that's all this is. You know, us as humans made up this image. We never seen this before. You never seen the devil walk around looking like this before. So it's just made up. It's fabricated, and this is meant to symbolize your actual root chakra. Think about it. The root chakra.
Right, is right.
Yeah, and that's the beast. And this symbolizes the beast, and like pain helps bring out that beast. But why is that beast there? It's there to protect you too. It's like a part of you. It's a part of you. If you shut it out, it's gonna break out like in a cage. You have to understand it, heal it, hug it, and it becomes your protector, and you're in balance with it.
So being in this space, like being in a creative space where you're influencing others, sometimes you got drugs that get involved, sometimes you got things that get glamorized. How do you like separate and differentiate like glamorizing it versus, like you said, you being part of the Geek Stars, right?
When you pursue this like music career, like you're not making music for yourself. Like yeah, you are, but when it gets bigger than that to like numbers, you're making music for a crowd. So you have to make music to move the crowd. If certain things are in that you don't really go with, you might have to make a song about that just to move the crowd. That don't necessarily mean that you're with everything that you're saying. That's just what's in.
So it's not the whole
Yeah,
piece
like
of the pie.
Like
It's
how Future, like he makes songs about sipping lean, but he doesn't do lean.
right.
like that.
Well, then he quit.
Yeah.
Cause he was definitely on that shit where he was like, big crazy,
crazy.
Yo, you know, he's like,
To that shit.
yo, you know, he's like,
All that, all that.
he just be tapping.
It is a part of the lifestyle.
It's fun to have a good time. Everybody likes to have a good time. You know, we like to have fun. You know what I'm saying? We get high, we get lit. We like to have fun, of course, you know what I'm saying? But we don't want to die, though. We got to be proud.
Right, okay,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? So it's like, you know, like, niggas gotta have like a, you know, I just look at it like you gotta have like a balance, you know what I'm saying? We prophets, we businessmen, so sometimes we can't always be that geeked as much as we probably want to do.
It's kind of, you got to draw that line. You always have to draw that line. So it's like, how do you keep your egos in check when it's like you got people on such platforms and you got all these artists? How do you feel me? How do you manage all these egos, all these personas? You don't?
I think I'm the greatest of all time, honestly.
Real.
That's
Like,
real.
And I think everyone who makes music, who's gonna make it somewhere, should think about themselves that way. And if you don't, you're probably not gonna make it anywhere, honestly.
Exactly.
It's
That's
not
real.
gonna-
That's deep.
Yeah.
I think I'm the greatest of all time.
That's deep.
So you feel like you have to have an ego as an
And
artist.
I think he's one of the legends. I think Sav's one of the legends. I think Eric's one of the legends.
Thank you, bro.
We're all legends here.
I think I'm the greatest of all time. What I think like, if I think you're the greatest, then what the fuck would I think of myself? You know what I'm
I think
saying?
you're great too.
But if I'm saying you're the greatest,
Like I'm the like,
shouldn't I be the greatest if I'm in my own? If this is my heart,
Your
and my
reality,
body,
yeah.
this is my brain, and my
Words of wisdom. Hold up.
So when it comes to the ego, you know, that also connects to the root chakra, right? So some of it is needed, right, to give you the strength to your pride. You know, it's necessary to be there. But too much of it, just like anything else, is not good for you. You have to have a balance. Now, what savvy mean is he's humbling himself because he's around other greats. He's the greatest. How could it be two greatest if you're the great? That makes no sense. So that means we're greater in our own lane. Nobody could compete with us in our own lane. That's what being greatest is about. And we're in every single one person here is in their own lane.
and we're all
And
greatest.
all fucking great at it.
And that's why I think it's special that I got you guys here.
When four greatest come together, it forms a team called Greatest.
So what's next musically? Like Fray was talking about tour. You two going on tour together. Sav maybe joining.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're going to do. That's what our music is. It is absolute chaos, and that's why we're directing it. It's very orchestrated. It's very organized. It's not just randomly. It has to be
But
organized.
like in a way to where it flows naturally.
Right.
It's like it's
And
the way
also
that it
in a
makes
way
an impact,
where it's
you know?
perfectly random.
Well said.
At the same time.
It's called, what is it?
End of the world
Chaos?
music is what it is. End of the world music.
Count your days.
welcome to the dark realm.
I see these rage elements in all of you guys, like musically. What kind of where'd that come from? Like how'd that
I
start?
hate the world, honestly. I think,
Okay.
Also the country that we live in.
So it stems
I don't
from
wanna get,
something
like,
inside then.
I don't want to get like too serious, man.
Okay.
But like,
Save the good content.
So
Yeah,
say everything you need to say, man. That's what I'm
alright, I
saying.
just hate the world. I hate the country we live in. I just don't think that we should have to like work 40 hours a week to have a roof over our head. I think that's kind of bullshit. I think there's a lot of
Nah, it's a lot of expression there. It's a lot of expression there. I love it.
Fuck those niggas, yo.
It's a lot of expression.
just fuck it all, man.
Fuck them all.
Burn it
Like
all.
fuck them all, burn it
All to the
all,
ground.
burn it to the ground.
it
Let
down.
me be the king, and I'll fix this shit.
Yes.
Okay.
Word. So I want to talk about what drew y'all into music and how did y'all first get into it.
Who's going first?
I feel like I've always been into music. That shit is like just it's just awesome. I love hearing music. It makes me
Swag.
happy. So yeah, like
Swag.
Like and subscribe.
Ah.
Like and subscribe, bro.
Y'all niggas better like that.
Don't
Y'all
fuck
You
that
gotta
shit.
watch.